Welcome back. Cinema lovers suffered a second jolt today. Bollywood's original chocolate boy, Rishi Kapoor, passed away this morning. He passed away after a 2-year battle with leukemia at the age of 67 at Mumbai's Hiranandani Reliance Foundation Hospital. Known for being active on social media, his last message on Twitter was about how India should fight unitedly against the coronavirus. He hailed doctors, nurses, medics and policemen and called for an end to the lockdown, to the attack against the COVID warriors that was happening. A statement from his family said that he remained jovial and kept doctors entertained till the very end. As a note to someone fond of life, the family said, remember him with a smile and not with tears. And you can see the visuals that we are running. You can also see how Rishi Kapoor was also speaking to the hospital staff in his fight against the disease that had taken him to the hospital. And that's what the family also had said, that he was constantly jovial, he was full of life. Till the last moment, he was, like we have known him for years, had a zest for life. And that's what the family also said, that if you're a fan, if you're a well-wisher, that's how you should remember him. The problem is that because of the corona lockdown, a lot of people, fans, people who want to give their tribute to him are unable to do so. But some of his fans and well-wishers have reached out to the media. Tributes have been pouring in from fellow actors and filmmakers. Listening to what Satish Kaushik and Vivek Agnihotri had to say.
When I saw him in Agnipath in a very, very, negative role, such a strong role, and he did it so beautifully. I said, that is actor in you. You have been a romantic, hero for such a long time, and you have played the romantic lead all the time. But here you are doing different kind of roles. When you see other films which you have done recently, he's so different. So it was a shocker for us to see him a film like Agnipath, and he was so cruel in that picture. He was so cruel, but that is an actor. I remember him like that.
And joining me now on the broadcast, one of the veterans of the film industry, Sudhir Mishra, with me. Sudhir ji, very tragic times for the film industry. First Irfan Khan, now Rishi Kapoor, and the film industry can't even go out and pay their final respect.
Yeah, that's the main problem. I mean, it's kind of losing. I lost my father on the 2nd of April. Then Irfan goes, today Rishi goes. I don't know. I don't believe in curses, but it seems like a curse.
It's a tough year.
It's a terrible time, and I miss Irfan terribly, and today Rishi goes, whom I think of more as when he's about 6-7 years older than me. As a child, when I was growing up, he was this iconic romantic hero, underrated actor, very, very natural. That kind of style of acting is now, coming more accepted now. Those days it was a more hammy style. And he was brilliant. His rhythm. Today when he was just rediscovering himself, I don't know why that image of that child when I first saw him as a kid, Viranam Joker, just saying this younger, it refused to leave my mind, maybe because he always retained that boyishness, and he was, so excited. I almost worked with, Mehrunisa just didn't happen. We did all the pre-production. I saw his method and the way he was so excited about, And then I saw him, my friend Anubhav Sinha's film Mulk. He was so good, and
also Agnipath.
Rediscovering himself.
Also the way Sudhir ji,
he was just like a rebirth.
Yes.
He was very
so
enjoying himself.
Satish Kaushik was also mentioning this, the way Rishi Kapoor, the cruelty that he exhibited in Agnipath, the character that he portrayed, that's not the Rishi Kapoor we knew. So complete reinvention of the man from the Mera Naam Joker days to the Agnipath Mulk days.
Yeah, it's almost like he reconnected with that boy who did Mera Naam Joker. He was brilliant and he was, fearless. He was becoming fearless as an actor, unafraid to do anything villainous, maybe, playing a character who's slightly weaker, He was, he was an actor, he's doing a part, he wanted to play all sorts of parts. He was never afraid of a scene. He was never looking at how I would look in the scene. From a romantic hero to now, he was totally fearless, So, totally, wanting to be an actor. He was so excited. And he was so professional. I remember him calling me, showing me his look, the pictures, almost like a young, new actor trying to, take approval of a director. And say, oh, come on, Rishi, you know this better than I do. He kept repeating to me every time. Last time I met him probably with Bachchan's party, and he kept talking about Leslie Meron Nisala's group, and again with Nikhil Advani was supposed to produce. That never happened, unfortunately, but, that does remain a regret. But outstanding film person. These people belong to he represented the film industry. ये जो जीना यहाँ मरना यहाँ कहते हैं खाना राजी का वो सच है वो they is the film industry, the performers that give their life to it.
Right.
They love.
Well said.
Yeah.
Well said, Sudhir Mishra ji. Thanks so much for sharing your thoughts, paying your tribute to the late Rishi Kapoor. Madhur Bhandarkar is also with us on the broadcast. Madhur Bhandarkar ji, Sudhir Mishra saying, Jeena yahan, marna yahan. The Kapoor Khandan and Rishi Kapoor in a way symbolize that. For them, Indian cinema, the film industry, it was Jeena yahan, marna yahan.
Absolutely well said. कि जीना यहाँ मरना यहाँ इसके साथ जाना कहाँ. It's very sad, in last 24 hours we lost two most talented actors, Irfan Bhai and today Rishi ji. It's completely, it's I think the kind of contribution is there in Indian cinema and the kind of roles they have done. And Rishi ji, from, if you see, from Mera Naam Joker to Bobby to Kabhi Kabhi Dusra Aadmi, various films, Amar Akbar Anthony, Naseeb, Rafu Chakkar, Khel Khel Mein, brilliant. We grown up watching this movie. We seen his, the song, we dance on his song. The kind of contribution immense, really immense. And the one thing about Rishi ji was he was very versatile. He was very real in terms of his performance also in a commercial cinema also. He used to perform so real, to say. And the best part about, he has a amazing sense of rhythm. When, I should say always, he was one actor when he used to play duffly or a violin or a guitar.
It looked
on
real.
The screen used to look so real, so accurate.
Yes.
To say, you never thought, my God, it's like he's playing this with a full zeal, full rhythm he used to play. So that was the thing. And such a long journey he had, such a great inning he's had. The last 2 years back also, 2 years back I'm talking about, where he did 102 and this movie, Kapoor and Son. Such brilliant performance he gave over there. And one thing is that he survived such a long journey. In all big actors came. Rishi Kapoor is one actor who has been nobody could try to imitate him. He made his own style. Neither he imitated anybody. When he came from Bobby, that time there was a whole thing of Rajesh Khanna ji, Dharmender ji, Amit ji, everybody was there. But he made his own mark. And he developed his own style of acting.
True.
And
so does it hurt, Madhur Bhandarkar, just to borrow that line from Irfan's Life of Pi, that it hurts when you can't say your final goodbye? The circumstances are such that Bollywood is unable to say its final goodbye to these legends.
Absolutely. Well said. That is, and another thing, obviously we feel because of the COVID-19 across the world, today we couldn't attend the funeral and yesterday with Irfan Bhai. It's very sad we couldn't say final goodbye seeing them over there. It's really sad, but we have to maintain the law and order also, and
Right,
we have to maintain
absolutely.
the thing also what the government and the authorities say.
Yes, like the family said that Rishi Kapoor wouldn't have wanted anything else but to ensure that we follow the lockdown guidelines, keep ourselves safe. Madhur Bhandarkar, thanks so much for joining us, paying your tribute to Rishi Kapoor. Shilpa Ratnam is also with us. Shilpa, Rishi Kapoor's daughter, she was struggling to reach him. She's been trying since yesterday night to get permissions to reach Mumbai from Delhi. I think by the time the permissions came, Rishi Kapoor had already passed away. But is the funeral waiting for her arrival, or has that already happened?
Well, actually, the funeral has already happened. We have visuals of Saif, Kareena and Neetu leaving the crematorium as well. Unfortunately, the last rites are over. Yes, it's true that Ridhima Kapoor Sani had asked for special permission and sorted from the MHA to fly down to Bombay to be with her father during, and pay her last respects. But, we haven't... we were unsure whether she was able to make it there. From what we're hearing, it's unfortunate that she hasn't been able to attend the last rites, and also unfortunate that the entire film industry that was very keen on paying their last respects had to do it from their respective homes. The family had put out an appeal to friends, to well-wishers, to colleagues, and especially to fans to not crowd the hospitals, to not crowd the crematoriums, and to respect the norms of social distancing at this time, and also respect the family's need for privacy. So yes, the last rites are over. They took place just a few minutes ago, and the family has already left from the crematorium.
Right, Shilpa, thanks so much. So the family has said its final goodbye to Rishi Kapoor, but for millions of fans, it would be difficult to believe that first Irfan Khan and now Rishi Kapoor, in 2 days, two of the icons of Indian cinema are gone. CNN News 18's Rajiv Masand, in fact, got a chance to sit down with Rishi Kapoor back in 2017 and talk about his evolution as an actor. Listen in to what Rishi Kapoor told Rajiv Masand back then.
In retrospect, it's a great career. But at that time, did you ever feel, because you've always said you were always very confident about your talent, that was never in question. You were never overawed by working with other actors. Did you ever feel shortchanged? Did you feel you didn't get your due in your prime?
See, people have this opinion about
That's true.
me. I don't know why I don't. They say that, you're very... people
underrated.
tell me underrated as an actor. No, I don't think so. I think I'm pretty comfortable. I've done my work. Perhaps... when you in retrospect, they will be, whenever they will see my work, they'll know what I mean. But I've done some, you see, why don't you understand? In the first 25 years of my career, I only sang songs.
Right.
I only romanced the heroine, wore those jerseys. I'm repeating myself all the time.
There's also this great objectivity.
Now is the time to work, because I get characters right now to play now. I've never had this opportunity, so I'm acting now.
No, true.
So, and I'm enjoying it thoroughly. Unfortunately, I made a film that was last, and out of choice, I have not taken a film after Kapoor and Sons, because I've created a Frankenstein myself. I've created a monster for myself, because I want every film's role to be as good as that. Now I have come to understand that now you can't get every film or any film that you will hear that will be as strong as old as that. So I guess that's the only place I feel he is doing that, and I think it's pretty good. It's better than what I thought.
As we bid our final goodbye to Rishi Kapoor, here's a look back at his illustrious career and some of his most endearing roles, which will stay etched in our hearts forever.
Rishi Kapoor was born into one of the first families of Indian cinema, the illustrious Kapoor family. He was the son of auteur Raj Kapoor, grandson of the pioneer of Indian theatre Prithvi Raj Kapoor, and father of this generation's star Ranbir Kapoor. Rishi Kapoor's first foray on screen was when he was just 3 years old. Rishi Kapoor received the National Award for his performance in the 1970 classic Mera Naam Joker. He made a crackling debut as a romantic hero with Bobby in 1973 opposite Dimple Kapadia. He was the chocolate hero of his times and made a mark in romantic films like Karz, Prem Rog, Chandni and Bol Radha Bol. Rishi Kapoor was also a part of many multi-starrers and two hero films that went on to become super hits like Amar Akbar Antony, Sagar and Damani, to name a few. He was the original romantic heroes of the 70s, 80s, and in the 90s, we saw him as a middle-aged hero romancing much younger heroines such as Divya Bharti, Raveena Tandon, and Tabu. When his leading man role stopped working at the box office, he transitioned into supporting roles, starting with Raju Chacha in 2000. The new millennium ushered a new Rishi Kapoor as an actor of repute. He did memorable turns in the 2004 hit Hum Tum and 2009's Love Aajkal, and an endearing middle-class school teacher trying to keep up with his family's aspirations in Do Duni Char, One Hearts. Rishi Kapoor relished his second innings at the box office.
We were straight-jacketed in our images. We were only then. Now it's the time to really explore and get into different kind of roles and different skins of characters and work that out. And then I myself work on those characters.
And it was this need to explore that led Bollywood's beloved Chintuji to take on the role of the Don Goldman in D-Day. Rishi Kapoor was diagnosed with cancer in March 2018, proceeding which he went to New York for treatment. He returned to India upon his recovery in September 2019 and signed a much-anticipated remake of The Intern alongside Deepika Padukone. He also enjoyed a third innings of sorts via his hot takes on social media, which often made headlines. This candid star will be missed by millions of his fans and remembered fondly for his rich and unique legacy.
And his zest for life was such that even in his last hours, look at this video, he was still allowing staff members of the hospital where he was admitted to interact with him, to take selfies, videos, blessing them. This video, which has now emerged on social media, is about the last moments that Rishi Kapoor had with a hospital staffer. Take a look at it, and we're taking a quick break on that note. तेरे दर्द से दिल वाद रहा, तेरे दर्द से दिल वाद रहा, कुछ भूल गए कुछ याद रहा, कुछ याद रहा, तेरे दर्द से दिल वाद रहा, कुछ भूल गए कुछ याद रहा, कुछ याद रहा।
मेरा आशीर्वाद तुम्हारे ऊपर है। बहुत तरक्की करो, सफलता प्राप्त करो, मेहनत करो। देखो, शोहरत, नाम, ये सब आता है मेहनत के बाद। जब तक मेहनत और थोड़ी किस्मत साथ देगी तो फल अपने आप पेड़ों पर लगेंगे। बस उसकी ये एक गांठ बात है।